My name's Steve Lucas. I'm the past president of the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 122 in Norman. I believe I'm going to follow right up on that. It was a bad week for the city staff and their hired attorneys, McAfee and Taft. They lost another decision to the FOP, this one at the appeals court level. They ruled this last week, a day apart, that the city of Norman had engaged in an unfair labor practice. The PERB board had ruled on it. Person president, and the only name mentioned in this is Mr. Bryant, as to his decisions. I have copies of those if y'all want to read them. But the PERB board ruled, and the court held, that the city was unlawfully endeavoring to frustrate the possibility of arriving at any agreement. The city's last best offer was regressive and not made in good faith. Such action constitutes refusing to bargain collectively in good faith. It also went on to say a little later in this, on the same page, this disparate treatment of the police officers creates a potential morale and psychological problem that could have an adverse effect on the interest and welfare of the public. The ruling's 21 pages long. I have copies if anybody wants to read it. We have spent, the city, and I'm calling we because I'm a taxpayer, has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last 8-10 years fighting the employees of the city. I'd be interested to know exactly how much we have spent. The city of Norman has paid Mr. Puckett and McAfee and Taft over that period of time. I would also like to know, although I can find out, how many rulings the city has won. I believe the council should consider how much of the taxpayers' dollars are being spent on frivolous appeals. When I mentioned this before, this ruling that I'm talking about that the appeals court just ruled on was 5 years ago. We had won before that consistently, and we won after that consistently. Why are we spending the taxpayers' money to do this? Once before I was told it was the legal staff and there are lawyers, so we have to do what they say. Somebody needs to take a look at what's going on. How much money are we spending to do this if we're not even winning or doing what's right? We need to be treating the employees right. We need to be treating the officers fair. Not only the officers, but all the employees of the city of Norman fair. The council should consider if this money is being spent wisely. I do have copies of the appeals court ruling if anybody wants